guess, right?
Yes.
And
Range don't move.
yeah, on range don't. And if your spot has at least 2 spots in it, then you're staying there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not.
You're only moving if you're
If
a
there's
melee and there's one pole.
If there's only
in your
one
tower.
pole in your tower, yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody get to look at eyes at all?
Yeah, it's not very difficult. I think that we should do... Well, you basically just are going to need to pick which of the person in that role pair, so like melee, DPS, or whatever, and the other role pairs, who's going north and south. And then one of them is also going to be going like clockwise prio and counterclockwise prio, so...
Yeah.
That's
There's
the only
that
thing
kind of
that you
stuff.
really need to decide. Everything else about it is pretty straightforward. It's basically... Like, the only person you really need to worry about is the person who's, like, in the same role as you, since you just need to make sure you're not, you know, in the wrong spot.
Yeah. The mechanic can be broken up into 3 main pieces, I think. The first part is making sure that you get the right tether at the beginning. If you don't have... I think it's red for melee and blue for ranged, right?
Yes.
If you don't have the right color at the beginning, you go into the very middle, and then you will swap. It will just automatically swap if everybody does it correctly.
It's literally the same as rot in P4S.
Yeah.
It works the same way.
Yeah, you go to the middle if you don't have the right thing, and it will give you the right thing. Once you have the right thing, the melee are in charge of popping the big yellow orbs on the east and west side, and the ranged are in charge of popping the small blue orbs on the... there's like 4 of them. Above and below each eye.
After they grow once.
Yes,
Be
the
careful.
yellow... First, the melee will pop the yellow orb, and then I think you trade the colored tethers, right?
Yep.
You give the ranged, because you only want to pop stuff when you have the red tether. So we start with the melee and have the red tether. They pop the yellow thing. Then we give the red tether to the ranged, who then pop the blues. And then everybody goes to the blue eye, and you do that like priority dive bomb stuff.
If you haven't looked at the raid plan, I recommend looking at the raid plan because the positioning is, well, obviously pretty important here. Make sure you're on the right side and stuff.
It's a lot of words, but it can be broken down pretty succinctly.
Yeah, if you haven't looked at the raid plan, just look at it rather than worrying about relying on the explanation, because you want to see where your role is going on the map.
Do you want me to take north or south, Amber? Yeah, I'm asking because, you know, during like P2, I'm north and you're south. East and north-south, you know what I mean? During the triangle thing, that's why I'm asking. Yeah, I don't have any problem.
Alright,
Uh,
north or south?
I think you should be north.
Alright.
You should also be clockwise, and I'll be counter.
Got it. I'll do my best to understand this information, but once we're there, it's a whole different story.
Well, you're gonna have time to look at the diagram after, because right now, if we see it, we're not clearing it.
Yeah. Just doing the first half
Looking.
correctly. Just make sure you do the north-south thing correctly, and if some miracle we get to the clockwise, counterclockwise thing, we'll just wipe there, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I'm probably going to wipe in the first half, but I do like that optimism.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's try to do the first half. You stack on Alphino before the phase starts, yeah. But that's just stacking on Alphino. You just stay there until the buff goes off. Who wasn't ready?
Amber and I'm ready.
Don't bother trying to memorize the entirety of Eyes right now. You're not going to be able to memorize the whole thing.
Yep.
Just having a general idea, and then we can like talk about it, and it'll make a lot more sense when you break it down only into the elements that you need to know.
Yep.
Make sure you have the right gear set on.
So literally just look at the raid plan later. it'll help you a lot more than having it explained to you because you really want to see where you're walking.
Having a picture up while people talk is always helpful.
How close can we stand to them?
I think about that close.
This is as close. This isn't even that close, though.
I don't think you can go.
Yeah, but I don't remember where it was. Our markers were different too. I don't know about that. Well, I know, but the markers being different doesn't help me orient myself.
I know this is such a minor gripe, but I hate that I'm on 2.15.
Do you have to be on 2.15?
Yep.
Okay, well in that case, I guess die. Unlucky. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on a different GCD speed either, but it makes a difference when you're on such a slow. Aaron's dead.
And he's dead.
You're supposed to be dead.
Of course not.
Never mind. Let's just restart.
I pressed home gang and then I pressed primal rend, and the home gang is a macro, so apparently I was doing
Yeah,
something.
well,
But the primal rend went through, and then I couldn't press anything after that because I'm in the middle of spin flipping. And
I was wondering. I was like, usually that's not a problem.
Well, if it's an invul mechanic, then you're not really going to be able to do anything about it. That has to
Well,
just on the tank.
I wasn't sure if it was the invul or not. That's why I was concerned.
knock back.
I got Amber. Why did I just press that?
Come on. Play your
Yeah, you didn't get you started on the squares spot, the DPS square spot. You were not right.
Ugh.
But you said you were using the markers. What markers?
I'm
To
using
move
the
the box.
diamond.
Where?
Oh.
Where are you standing on the diamond that puts them in the middle?
I'm
It's not the
really
edge.
just- I'm really just going for it.
Yeah.
I
So you're
treat that-
standing X amount of distance away from the diamond. In this empty space in the corner somewhere. Watch.
Boy, how did I hit that? Whatever.
Filthy rats! Be gone with you!
Watch HP. My fan out.
Out. Be very careful. Very careful, good.
This ends here!
HMRT?
And now the final cut!
Very nice. I died and I still got hit by the auto attack.
He hates everyone so much. Even your dead body is a target. But why did you do that?
Such vitriol and malice.
Such vitriol and malice. I think they intended it.
I think Thornton intended it just a little bit. It feels a little personal.
I think most tank busters are.
Yellow.
Hello. Yippee, it's yellow.
I hope I didn't do that too early. I did.
Orange.
Okay, where's my cape buddy? There's my cape buddy. Let's go.
Fuck. Watch the eyes.
Oh my god.
We're live.
DPS.
DPS.
DPS are going out.
Careful, it's gonna be cursed for you, I think.
No, it's fine.
Fine for me.
Was there another?
This was my priority. If you
Was
notice
there power
that one,
outside?
huh?
Oh, was it just us in the middle?
It was just us, but you went to mine and then you just stood on mine. If you go clockwise and you notice that there's someone filling that spot, you have to go clockwise again.
Yellow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Counter.
DPS.
Yes, you're going out.
Knock.
Knockback.
Excellent. Remember the MIDI?
You're fine.
What? The sound effect
It
is
went
gone.
away.
Behind.
It's fine.
MIDI. MIDI, don't be
My
noticed.
soul slice.
Heal yourself.
I have to soul slice! I don't
One.
right away.
2, 3.
Out.
Out. In.
Out and in.
Out.
I got clay.
And in. Super.
Oh, fuck.
I followed by.
Yeah, I'm getting autoed. It's over.
Oh!
So I took the stack because I was too slow to see when
Oh.
I was too
Oh.
slow to see when Nidsidian snapped.
Well, Thank
So yeah, I died by taking the stack. I don't know what happened to everyone else. I assume someone missed their tower after
Yeah.
that. Because I soaked mine.
oh, well.
You did die to taking a stack.
Yeah.
You had. Yeah, okay, you weren't supposed to. I see.
Give me a damage down one.
Well, but that was Clay's fault for not running in quick enough. He was
Yeah,
too
I was
slow.
too slow.
Yeah, let me
It's okay to
see.
point the dragon. They don't. The two dragon lances don't necessarily need to be pointed to the corners. You can point them like north, right?
Yeah, I was noticeably slow in my
Let me
My
Like,
movement.
if
put the thing
instead of
down.
pointing the Drakenlance out here towards Delta, away from the party, you could point it like this way and make like a tent, and the party's at 1.
Yeah, I could. I just don't.
If you need to, that way you can stand here instead of all the way at Delta, and then you can make it faster if you need to. Yeah,
Clay
don't
was a
forget
GCD slow. That wouldn't have fixed the problem. He pointed it diagonally out. That's about as close as you want it to be on the party if you're soaking the 2 tower.
that was good though. Can we
Yeah,
real
you can.
quick just reconfirm the spots for the towers, the tower corners, just so I remember it.
This is true north.
Yeah. Okay.
Alpha is north. Do not look at 1 and think north because it's red. It's not.
Yeah, I do that.
Well, don't, because it's not. Yeah, remember to look at Nidstinian glowing. He's going to very visibly start glowing when he snaps to you. It'll only take a second. If you're standing like after he spawns in for 2 seconds, you're there for too long. Fortunately, we don't have 3 hands. Yellow? I mean, Kate makes the same problem for herself by moving with the mouse. It's a similar principle. Or die. One of the theoretical upsides to playing on mouse and keyboard is that due to the flexibility of binds, you can move and attack with either your mouse or your keyboard, so your left or your right hand, if you don't move with your mouse. The way that Kate does primarily. I think that might end up making it more difficult to do it either way, like more flexibly. Not that it matters most of the time, but it can limit your options.
Probably be solved if I
Block.
owned an MMO mouse.
Claw.
Look away. Excellent.
Support.
Support?
Supports are going out.
I haven't gotten meteors, like, pretty much
No.
ever.
Back.
I think you moved too fucked up.
Because I didn't have the full half circle, right? So I have to stagger it. Right?
Yeah,
Well, you want to stagger. So your meteors, Shalini, ended up being. It's so hard to do this.
I'm sorry, when I
Me.
saw you moving towards me, I was like, oh no, you can't do that. It was so funny.
I've gotten meteors, like, once or twice the
Basically-
entire time.
Basically, you slowed down way too much.
Okay.
When you stop the movement, you're pretty much stopping like for like the briefest
Yes,
of
you
moments before
pause,
you
just-
keep going. But you're basically almost full stopping before you continue. That was why your meteors ended up way too close. It was actually kind of a miracle that you were able to put down the first 2 so close together. That was fucked up.
Shalini, the reason why your movement failed is because you dropped instead of dropping it in the butt cheek, you want to stop here. This is where you want your meteor to go, and then the top of the arc. You want it like this. Is how you kind of want to drop it. Yours ended up dropping like this. And then these two blew up because they were too close. So you went around you made this movement, but you didn't you need to make sure that you get this pocket. You want it in the butt crack. and then the top of the arc, if you can. That's where you want to pause. Is you want to pause here and here, if you're gonna pause it. Don't pause here. Don't pause in these spots.
If you look at the screenshot I post, you can see how across the way, like, where Kate's meteors are dropping, you want them to be equal-ish to each other. The way that you're pausing is putting them too close together because you're stopping too much and too long. But you want to, like, regularly pause at like, set intervals that are nice and split up.
Yeah,
To give
every
yourself,
time you
like, all that
pause,
room.
that's basically where you want to be dropping them. So if you're pausing more than, like, once every drop, you're pausing too much. What was your question, Shawnee?
For pausing, like, what is the...
You want to pause for, like, a quarter of a second to half a second in the butt crack, right here, on the arc. And then once
Do you
at the
mean
top.
how does it look in game?
Yeah, or like how...
Like this. I'm pausing, I'm pausing, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be tracing the outline of the, so it should
Well,
be
I'm
like
not doing that.
Well, that's what I'm doing. That helps me because
Well,
if
I'm
you're
not
going,
doing that in I think she just meant how long you stop.
I do
No
like
fucking
this.
floor markers. But yes, you should be. You really only need to trace them if the pattern requires that you pause, because otherwise you, if you have the entire half of the arena, you actually don't have to do that, but you can.
Yeah,
because
because my tower was like over here, I think.
Yeah, then you probably would have wanted to do the tracing the AoEs to give yourself more
Yeah.
room. If your tower was fully south and north was fully north, then you don't really have to do that. In fact, it might be better if you don't, because it's less risky if you just keep going. But in that situation, you would have needed to give yourself a bit more room, unfortunately.
So pretty good. Caleb.
Yeah. Took a look at the fish tracker and saw that the fucking Dawn Trail launch date is already on the fish tracker as one of the available days for Cinder Surprise. Suffering. It's more so
I wouldn't
than-
worry about it. You're gonna be trapped in queue anyway.
Right.
2,000 players in
New
queue.
fishes to catch.
There's gonna be new fish. How are you gonna be done?
Purple. We haven't seen her in so long.
Now it's only gonna be.
And, okay. Figure it out!
I literally got there first. So I was just chilling.
I mean, it looks about the same on my screen, and I was like, well, where the fuck am I going if you bitches are in the middle?
Yeah, I'm moving.
He's choosing to
He's
live.
turning into a fierce range! Yeah, I was there. I'm safe. I'm fine. What are you yelling at me for?
The metamorphosis.
I'm here, I'm here.
Well, he didn't get hit this time.
I haven't been
Exactly.
hit like, literally last run.
Well, you were last session.
Last session I wasn't.
Counter.
Look away.
Yeah.
DPS.
DPS.
Guess we're going out.
I guess I'll never learn how to do meteors.
Knock.
Knockback.
Good job, every pony.
I won't run into the wall.
It's unfortunate that you're having controller issues since you're the controller player who has the least up until, well, this moment perhaps. Yeah, maybe.
Behind.
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 What?
Midi, big midi,
What?
big midi. Don't be north. Big midi. You do have
Oh.
time. He doesn't.
God,
We'll take a look at
I
it
missed
after.
everything.
We'll take a look at it after.
We're gonna be low
not
on
die.
shields and healing. Crutch it out.
Out.
Inside.
Out.
That's the wrong.
Oh,
Whatever. Someone has the tower there. Okay, let me see. Actually,
Yeah,
let's do a
it was
challenge.
it was me, but who? Somebody was north. I swear.
Hold on,
After.
hold on. I want to see what Shelly died to first. Overkilled by 128. Yikes. Shalini has food up, right? Yes. Let's see what happened to Kate's HP. Maybe we can.
She didn't
compare
get.
to see.
Wait.
Shalini missing Midi on herself.
Where's the improv? Oh, shield samba.
You should still have the improv shield too, I think.
That was. Are we supposed to have more there?
No.
We had improv. We had shield samba. We had physis. We had caracal.
We should have Tank 2's Midi, Zoe
Yeah, right away.
Prog, Caracal, Physis, not neutral, I guess. His range,
Okay.
which is Samba, and
Did you Zoe prog, Shalini?
yeah.
This is a Zoe
she
prog?
did. You can look back and see 9 seconds ago. Zoe, Eucration
Unless
prognosis.
the button didn't go off. then.
Yeah.
No, it went
yeah.
off. It says right
Yeah, it
there,
went
Zoe, Eucration
Yeah, I see it.
prognosis.
I see it. Okay, what else?
She has Physis. She has Caracal. She has Improv and Shield Samba.
I can.
We're supposed to
throw,
be getting the
a
shield part of
Caracal in
the of Improv. Like the eyeball? Is there like an eyeball thingy? Is that the shield part?
It's a little like thing.
Okay, so she has the one that says regenerating HP over time. I don't know if she's supposed to have
No.
the shield one, she doesn't have it, but at the same time she does have
You have
Shield
to-
Samba.
Do you have to do the finish to get the
Yes.
shield?
Yes.
Okay, Bjark, you need to do the finish faster.
The thing is,
It does not get
she
applied.
should still not have died. Okay, how much Shield Samba is the same amount as Troop, or as
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same.
right? So she
Like,
had
improv
Shield
is
Samba.
just a bonus.
Yeah,
compared
that
to what
improv
normally
isn't
we
supposed
should
to be
have.
what keeps her alive here. Fizz range party mid is Shield Samba, not improv. So she really shouldn't have died there. It's actually, it might just be unlucky.
I
Did you have
think it's
tank
just
midi? Yeah, that's hard
unlucky.
light, right? Yeah.
Okay, but the MIDI plan is supposed to be consistent. If we did it right and she died, we need to add something else, or 10% of
can
our polls
just-
are just going to be thrown away.
I mean,
I
she
can-
died by 128 HP, so I'm
I
not really
can
sure what
just
to do about
give
that
her.
either.
I can give her the second venison.
It might be smart because she really should not have died there. That should not have been. Not to say that like the improv shield wouldn't have saved her, but because Bjark used Samba and that's what he's supposed to be using, it shouldn't. She should not have died.
I think that's a really good idea. If you give both yourself and Shalini a venison, I can give either Amber or Bjark Corundum, and that
And
can
then-
save like one of them, whoever's lower or whoever got the
Yeah, that's
smaller
not
shield.
unreasonable.
Tara Cole, one of them as well.
Yeah,
We
Am-
have
Shouldn't be.
fair-
Amber can shield herself.
You do it. You just do it every time, Ember. Okay,
Okay, that's
Clay,
good.
you shield your healer. I'll shield my healer.
Well,
I
We'll do it that
care
way.
about
No.
Bjark. If
Bjark will
I
live.
can
Bjark
dark
will live.
hold Bjark.
The only time Bjark didn't live, Bjark died last. The only time he died was because the shields fell off.
Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise, I shouldn't die.
Otherwise, he shouldn't die. He has just as much HP as everybody else. Amber is scary, but if she's using the really strong self midi on herself,
Aegis is
every
more
time-
than enough to save her.
Yeah.
With all the midi that we're already putting in. If she does
Yeah.
it consistently, she's never going to die.
I'll give Caitlyn Crundum then.
That is pretty sinful.
Blue.
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 Bounce me.
DPS
Oh.
gang.
DPS
I'm
gang.
blind. It's fine.
you were right there.
It's not fine.
Shouty, I thought you were taking that.
DPS, we're so smart! We all
I
did it
noticed that you were
perfectly!
adjusting for me
Red
too
gang!
late, and then I
Red
also
gang.
am blind at the same time.
You,
I'm
I was like,
vibing on my spot, and then I watch the two healers just fuck everything up.
bruh! I was like, I
From
saw Bjark
across the
over
arena.
there. I was like, okay, Shawnee's gonna go that way. I'm gonna go south. It'll be fine. And then I saw you coming my way. I'm like, oh no.
We wanted to give you a blowjob.
Shalini, had you been, vibe check. Had you been 0.5 seconds slower, you would have taken the tether too, because you ran right through my ad, like a millisecond before it spawned.
I was so disoriented.
Shawnee was like, I want it all.
Give me
All of the
everything.
mechanics.
Give me
And
all the
you
mechanics.
can have it all.
Yellow.
My strength of the ward. New sack strat, just have Shalini take everything.
No. Then we don't have shields.
You don't need shields.
See, Bjark's so nice to me. He goes below the ad, nice and respectful.
Don't get used to it.
Do you wanna know why I do it?
To live?
Because you want
I'm never sure if I'm fast enough or not, so I'm just doing it.
That's fair. I mean, to be fair, on your ping, it's probably like you probably have a lot less room to wiggle around
Yeah.
around the ads than we would.
You're doing it smartly. If I were you, I would just never touch the ad ever. I would always do that little hook just
Yeah,
to
but
avoid
the
the
problem
ad.
is that if I don't find the ads fast enough, I get completely lost.
Block.
Look away.
That was nice and cozy.
DPS. I never have to learn how to adjust to someone else having the meter because I always have the meter.
What?
Knock.
On
Knock
back.
back.
Did we live?
It ended fabulously.
Why won't he let me do videos?
I know,
Everyone
right?
else gets to do it.
Oh, I don't have. Why don't I have? Okay. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. Because you scare me when you start talking like that.
Maybe I'll use something extra. It's okay.
Big midi.
So we're so alive, Sean.
We're so healthy.
We're so fucking healthy.
2,
We have so many extra.
3.
Out.
Out. In.
In.
It's gonna be in and out. In. Out. Watch autos. 1 auto.
Alright.
2
I'm taking
auto.
the middle one.
Dragonlance.
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 Make sure you're in your position for towers. Towers.
It was close.
I was too
Okay.
slow.
Yeah. You.
Yeah.
While he's doing the Dragonlance,
Yeah,
he does the Dragonlance, and then everybody scatters to clock or to tower
To
position.
towers.
Make sure around the end of the mechanic that you are remembering where north is and to look north.
Yeah, because we're north, so the
Yeah,
the
'cause
spots are a
yeah,
little bit fucked up.
so you might have to watch out.
I have
Okay.
readjust my camera.
What happened there? It looks like
Did anything
the
happen? Look good.
Oh, I
three
think we
tower.
did good.
No,
so
I meant the
far.
towers.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah. So one.
it was Clay. Clay was the
with
odd
me.
flex.
Yeah, so one.
He
He
was-
was supposed to be
you're-
us.
Where are you, Clay? Are you beta or
I
delta?
was northeast.
He was
Yeah,
a
it
young
was
beta.
beta.
Yeah.
So yeah, you needed to go across. That was
Yeah,
the last.
That was pretty rough for you.
It took me too long because I wasn't pre-positioned, so I found my spot. I found Bjark, noticed that it was a 1 tower, went clockwise, and there was also 1 tower there.
If
And at that point, it was pretty much over.
I think you need to be standing on your on or near your tower so you can see all the other towers. I think if you see a tower with 4 things in it, all of the flexes have to go to that tower.
Yeah.
So because that was a 4 thing, then all the melee had to go there.
That's not true. The
That's
range
not
would be. I would have stayed in my tower because we had 2, and the 4th person in that stack is a ranged who stays there. 3
Oh,
melee
was
would
it-
have been in that tower. Which
Was
is
it 1, 2, 1, 4? Okay.
Yes, the
sorry.
4 people, 4 towers means that 1 person in there is the range who stays, so it's 3 melee and 1 ranged.
Okay, if there's 4 and you know you're flexing.
4-2-1-1.
Yes, it's 4-2-1. It was 4-2-1-1. I was in 2.
Okay. Sorry.
But yes, it's true that if you are flexing, which is to say that if you're in the 1s, then yeah, you can only go to that 4 tower. You would only be moving to a 3 or a 4. So I recommend having the camera pointed in when we get a little faster at pre-positioning. That way you can see everything really quickly, and you'll be able to notice. Oh, the towers that are right beside me already have 1. I can't go to either of those, so no need to rotate clockwise or counterclockwise. Just go across.
That was really good though.
Yeah,
Everybody
I almost died to the second party stack, but in my defense or in my non-defense, I forgot to feint it, so maybe I deserve to die.
that was the first time I'd actually gotten shakeout in time.
I'm glad you did, because if I didn't have shake, I would have died. I survived with 395 HP.
We're-
Everyone else survived with not much more, to be honest.
Just because I was doing the mechanics, were people like people in the stack, were they topped off or no?
I will double check for you.
Because I was mashing healing as I was going, but
We were topped off because we had shake. At least, yeah, I was at. Everyone took the stack, right? Ooh, I think you missed it, Amber. Yeah, you didn't take any damage. That's why we took so much damage. Okay, it looks like our midi was good though, since we had everything. Just remember that when you come back from your 2 soaks, to make sure you're like with the party. The stack is not very big, so you really want to be like mushed with everyone.
What were you? Were you 2?
Amber was soaking the other 2 tower, so she was
yeah.
1.
Oh, you were
west.
one. Yeah, you were the one.
One elusive. One down.
Okay. Yeah. After you bait or take that tower and make sure that the Gearskogel is baited, you always need to remember to touch back with the party immediately before doing the in and out.
Yeah.
You touch the party and then do in out.
Yeah, I come to the boss ring because people are going to be a little bit pre-positioned for in and out. So if they're in and we're coming back but we're a little bit outside, then it's going to be harder for us to be in the stack if you're soaking the two towers. I mean, because there's very little time for those two people to get into the stack. But if you make a quick diagonal and like you're going the correct direction, then you should be fine in terms of getting clipped by it. So killed Clay earlier too. He was but the stack was on him. If the stack was on you, Amber, things might have gone a little sideways, unfortunately. But we survived because we had a lot of midi, so that's good. I mean, having you dead before towers would have been pretty bad, because then you'd be rezzing into not knowing where you are going. If you can even make it into the tower at all, which is a maybe, a big maybe.
We'll announce the benchmark. BR.
Yeah.
However, the healers were healing there was pretty good. Everybody was basically popped
everyone
off
survived. Yep, everyone had health.
Yeah, we survived even down a person in the stack.
Yep, that's
by 300 HP.
Yeah, yippee. Let me tell you,
everything was fine.
I was not looking at people's health. I hate 3.
As long as you're pressing the buttons.
Yeah. If you press the same stuff consistently throughout the timeline, I mean, all the damage is happening at the same time, so you should be good. When you get comfortable with it, you'll know, like, when everything happens anyway, so you should be fine. You don't have to worry about reactively healing when everything happens on a timeline.
And Heima's probably really big here.
Yeah, Penheim probably got a lot of mileage.
Yark.
Because the MIDI... One MIDI guide says to do Temperance for stack 1 and Lilybell in the Knights, but then the other one says use Temperance during the Knights and Lilybell during Destiny, and I'm like,
does Lilybell hit the wall? Like, if you put it in the middle, does it hit both sides of the wall?
Yeah.
Hold on, can you just do it right now? Like, put it down. Well, it won't aggro him, will it?
Well, it shouldn't aggro.
We're just gonna have to wipe after.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well, maybe it'll be back.
Now, pop it. It did not reach me.
Unlucky.
Huh. That's what...
It did reach pretty far, because I think Bjark got it, and he's like back here.
Bjark got it, yeah. But if you're doing the limit cut,
but it
most
says
people probably in this band.
Yeah, but it says to use it in the mid sheet, so I'm like...
I mean, that's
well,
fine.
you said there were 2 different mid sheets that you were looking at that told you to use it in different spots, right?
Yeah, but then, okay, hang on. Let's play a game.
Yeah, see how, what if I'm standing, like, right here?
Well, I can't hang on.
In the end, standing on the gold band to take less damage from the limit cut in the first place is probably worth about the same as the Lilybell healing.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is that the healers are on both sides regardless.
Yeah, that's... Yeah,
if you could get the Lilybell to proc there, it would be really good. But if it's not actually hitting people on the end there, it's great for the top off at the end, but...
It's really good for the top off at the end, because we all come back in, and then it just pops, basically.
That might be why they've timelined it there, though.
Yeah. Okay, are you at Charlie? Can't see through this guy.
But it'll proc every time you get hit, and then it just won't do anything.
No, it hits my side though. I've definitely been.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, hang on. If I stand over here,
So,
yeah,
I wanna-
this is the party-wide buff, so everybody gets it the second I use it.
Oh, really? Wait, Temperance doesn't have a range?
It says
I didn't know that.
reducing it within a radius 50 yalms.
Oh, it's just massive. Okay.
I was gonna
versus
say,
Lily
well,
Bell.
did it hit you, Aaron? But you walked into the wall.
It did.
It did hit me. It did hit me.
Did you? Is that why you walked into the wall?
Lily Bell's
Well, I
a
was trying
30
to get
yalm
farther away to
radius.
see if it would drop off
Yeah.
me.
And Lily Bell's a 30 yalm. I mean, we're gonna have to reset because I have nothing.
But I'm just fine.
Shalini, no!
Shalini, why'd you BRB?
Probably EP.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a soda.
Because Bjork wasn't back yet.
I sat back and right as I say it, she said BRB.
Well, you weren't back yet for her. She probably got up at the same time. It's not what she's supposed to do about that.
I want to get my N2.
Well,
Oh my God.
let me look at the death rate. See if
Sure.
here we are. Okay.
You should be able to Icarus to corpses. You should also be able to thunderclap to corpses.
That would be a mess.
It just... It's like
From what
warp
I
strike.
see, Caitlin.
Yeah.
On most of these polls, I do not ever get hit by the Lily Bell. If we're on like the opposite side or something, during the
Yeah.
limit cut.
Then maybe it really is just for the
Unless
top
it
off
didn't
at
go
the
up
end.
here.
There's one poll that
But
I
if-
got it and and I put it next to my side.
If that's the case, you might as well just hold it until after the limit cut resolves, and then just slam it at the end, right? So
That depends. When's the next time you want to use Bell?
Oh, that's true. If you want it back during the Nidstinian phase,
It's
Oh,
not coming back
it's
during
like-
Justinian.
It looks like it's not until whatever the fuck Rewind / Dark Thornton is.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, so that's through eyes. That's phase 4 or phase
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, it
'Cause
wouldn't come
that's
back
why-
until phase 3.
I should be able to use it during... I can use it during Nidstinian if I hold it, and then it'll just, like, as we take damage, passively, but then I would be doubling up Lily Bell plus, Temperance. So I think the reason they put it there is just to put it there. I mean, I can use it during Strength and swap.
People on the edge when we're doing that.
Yeah, you can use it however you want.
And
It's not an issue.
if I were you, I would be just begging to slam Lilybell in the middle of Nidstinian and then forget about healing forever.
Well, you know, for some reason I feel like that's not the case regardless, but...
If you're doubling up with like Temperance, we've got Shake there, we've got Panheima. You could probably get away with.
Lily Bell would not solo heal in its staying phase. We take too much damage.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not solo healing. It's that plus Panheima plus Shake plus
I mean,
Temperance.
the white mage is still gonna have to use lilies and stuff. I don't think there's any getting around Kate having to use lilies there. Not partially to stay uncapped, but also because I think we're taking too much damage for the white mage not to heal beyond lily. You don't get that much healing for each lily, so
Let me see. Swap shit around.
blue.
Blue.
You can try it out though and see if you like it more.
Let's see.
It just might make that phase really comfy if you do it like that.
You might not have it when you want it in phase 4 though, if you use it that early.
Oh,
Boy.
go left.
Okay. See, like that.
This is helping me a little bit for identifying the knights early, but I kind of just look for the ponytails rather than the figures, because there's like the white ponytail guy and the red ponytail guy. I don't know if the other knight has a ponytail, but if he does, I haven't really seen it. Or it's maybe not as luscious or something, I don't know.
They're always a certain distance apart from each other, so I always look at the knights that aren't that close to each other and to one side. It has gotten easier to identify them quickly as we've done it, though.
Yeah, if you keep looking, I'm sure it'll helps. Oh, hey!
Clock.
Oh.
Supports?
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
No, we fucked up.
No, I fucked up. Sorry, it was DPS all these times, and I was like, ah, yes, I have to keep walking outside, and it was not DPS this time.
Nope.
Even though you said supports. My bad. I don't know what happened with whatever Bjork was saying, but that was my mistake.
If we have like on the the two sides, like none in the corner, like in the
Not in the center.
cardinal. Which one takes which? I forgot.
Our role is taking clockwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the support would have taken clockwise in that case.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that.
It's okay, we both fucked up.
Well, I've had literally meteor for like 6 times. in
I
a row.
know, it's been DPS all day! I was like, what the fuck was that?
Even yesterday.
I didn't get any meteors! He's not even letting me play the whole game. He's been letting me walk outside this whole time, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Blue?
Blue.
I have had no enrichment. Until now. Well, we probably did them better than I would've. Just being honest with myself. I mean, you didn't. You got us through.
Yeah, I misread the.
It looks like you guys were close. Well, mostly fine, but I don't know if you.
I think it snapped.
After
Yeah,
Yeah,
snapshot.
Snapshot's really rude.
Where you
Needed.
died, you looked good, but perhaps. Oh my god, Shawnee, you're so bold. Jesus. This is what happens to range. They don't know where the melee ranges are for aggro and for max melee, and then they think they can challenge God. Like where she walked up there, I don't think any of the melee players in the party would have done that. Intentionally at least.
I lived.
I know, and I can't believe he didn't arrow you. You were way up there. You were all up in his fucking pussy. Not literally, but just for aggro range purposes, it felt like it. Purple. He really projects his pussy forward, like way out. I'll adjust. Yes, honey. Oh, you were going the other way, but I'm glad you turned around. Scared me for just a moment. It was okay. You swung back around, and it all worked out.
Counter.
Look away.
Perfect.
Oh my god, you just.
Me, the meteor, DPS, me, yes. Yippee! Sorry, it's been so long!
DPS out, DPS out.
I'm not this. I got fucking meters.
Knockback.
Oh! No. What? What do you mean no?
You're DPS, so you're on C.
Yeah. You went like, no. I'm like, what do you mean no?
In Amber's defense, she's been doing the meteors for all the times I haven't.
That's
They've
fair.
actually been assigning it so lopsidedly. I've done it like none times, like once
That's
or twice
fair.
maybe. Yeah, and then they just. And I've got none of them. That's so fucked up. They're
I
they're not
know.
even 50-50ing us. It's not even like 25-75. It's like 90-10.
It was just the immediate no. I'm like, what? What do you mean no?
And she fails the vibe check as well.
There's a lot going on, and it's not very fair to us. I don't know how it's been for the support. I don't know how even it's been for you guys getting to do the meteor, but for the DPS, it's been fucked up.
Considering
That's
we
all
never.
all going to Bjark.
Yeah.
Bjark and Amber.
Red.
What the fuck am I? I don't have any dash.
Ah,
Ah.
it does appear that you were in very, very much the wrong place. On the bright side, you're ready. Being unready for meteors is probably the worst.
Correct.
It's unfortunate. I am glad that I just get to press the button, and I don't even know. I put it in different places, slightly different places on every job, because when you click it, it doesn't matter too much as long as you know where it is. Or can see it. Yeah, Saga!
Yeah, have it on every single class on the same button. Yeah, I move shit around, but I'm not moving that.
Purple.
Purple.
Oh
Okay.
god!
Amazing Saga on the middle tower.
Got it. Going this way.
Okay.
Alright, say thank you, Chalony. No! The world is such a cruel and cold place.
I pressed my healing buttons too early, I think, because I was trying to heal the stack, so...
Okay. We had to do something. We were down a person.
Yeah, I just didn't want to die.
Clock.
What? Oh, you gotta run it the wrong way, and I was like, there's no way I went the wrong way this time.
Supports.
Support.
Supports are going out.
Oh fuck. Did I flip it, Sock? I'm so sorry.
Knock?
We're gonna be very hard pressed for damage.
Feint.
Do you have any pots?
Yes, boss. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Behind.
Behind. Behind. Use LB if we have to.
Oh, ULB.
No, we got it. Mini.
Be north.
One. Two. Three.
In.
In. Out. Gonna be out then in. Out. In. Watch the autos. 1. 2.
Dragonlance.
Dragonlance.
Reposition.
Get your
Preposition,
spot.
preposition. North, true north, true north.
Bjark, no. Bjark.
What?
This is south.
Like it's
Wrong red.
Starting from now, Bjark.
You
No.
have to look. You
Out.
have to look for alpha. You have to.
Remember, we're coming from alpha, so
Oh, I
your
fucking
corner
hate
spots are
having-
gonna be fucked.
same color opposites, because he's cut off.
There's
one
not
mechanic.
much we can do about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
You,
Frustrated.
you have to look for the alpha marker.
It's okay. That was really good. We did
Good
the
recovery. I cannot believe we killed him beforehand. I was enshrouding, which was kind of a waste of an enshroud, except for the fact that we killed him, so it wasn't.
It felt like it prolonged. Like he did the enrage and then stood there for a second and then started to die.
I think it might have. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the LB damage went in weird.
Yeah.
We can. I asked before and no one had an opinion, so. I was like, does anyone want me to not buff right away? And then silence from the crowd.
He comes back and everything is fucked for me because of that the meteor downtime is so long that my everything is so sad. Dodge.
Side check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
getting
you, it's
like-
not. I'm not delaying more than by like 2 at most or so.
Yeah,
If you
it'll
want
be
me to
like
give
2
you
or
that
3.
much, then I will, but I'm not giving you more because it's not gonna work out. I don't think it's reasonable. I think we can only squeeze in like 2 to 3 at most.
Kite, you and Amber have the really long ones, so you guys could probably just shotgun them
Blue?
as fast as possible.
And Shroud is not. I mean, Arcane Circle is not a long buff.
It's 20.
I don't. What are you
like a
talking
medium
about?
length. Oh, is it 15?
It's normal.
What?
Raising the arc in the middle.
I'll go. Yeah. You gotta squeeze stuff in. Reaper does not give you your entire plate of garbage for free. Like I said. No, I can. Well, if you want me to hold for a little bit, and if it helps like align stuff, then that's completely like fine. I don't think it'll break anything, but I don't think we should hold for too long. I don't think I can afford that much. Is all.
I
Okay.
pretty much use like right away as well.
Okay, that's fine. If we like, I don't have to do it on the first GCD. If you're still like casting stuff, then I can like squeeze it a little later. So, just let me know how it feels when we get back in. Or when we get back to it.
Counter.
No, not that way. No, not that way.
Counter, so the other.
Did you see that?
We need a res.
Meteor, DPS.
I'm gonna go out, Saga. I'm gonna go out. I'm just letting you know right now.
No! It's too late.
You mean somebody's getting?
Good try. It was a good try.
Yeah, unfortunately, people who are being rezzed just have no control over that.
Yeah,
Even
that was
somebody's
just
getting
like
raised there.
borderline impossible. You need
She
to
was-
res them like while the limit
I-
cut is happening.
I mean, somebody got the splat, but she was in the right position.
Where are everyone's block spots again?
Are you talking about Saga dying? Saga got gazed.
No. Caitlin's talking about getting res to the problem, Caitlin, is that when you're the meteor roll flexing back to the spots, you look east and west and you see one person at each spot and you can't tell where to go. And you pick east, and then as you're going to east, suddenly somebody's body starts to appear and ascend. Dodge. And then suddenly they're there. Yeah, they're not there until they actually start to get rezzed.
Okay, well,
Unfortunately, the
I
only
can
thing that we
just
can
say
really do about that
something.
is memorize each other's clock spots, and that's going to be very difficult to do for everyone in the heat of the moment. Consistently.
It was
Charlie.
red.
Red.
Yeah, you needed to come to me, unfortunately.
Just
Unlucky.
don't get crushed, don't get killed, don't get smushed or die. Counter. Look away.
We're too slow.
DPS.
DPS?
You guys are going out.
We took 2.
Yeah, so unlucky.
Unlucky.
I forgot I was muted. Thank you, wife, for letting me know.
Wait, we're talking to us?
I've been talking, but I was muted.
Oh, I just
Oh.
like Saga's not responding, so I must tell you guys. I regretfully must tell you guys what is going on.
Ooh.
So that's what happens when I get meteors. I suppose the game doesn't want to give it to me because everything goes fucking terrible. Fine then, keep your secrets.
No, you got Meteor only because one of the DPS died.
That's
Otherwise
because
they
you
would have
didn't
gotten it.
sound to me. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Yellow.
That's mean. Oh, random mechanics means if you play it enough, you'll just get to do everything. Yeah, sure!
Wait,
Go
who are
middle,
you going-
Shalini.
Okay. Oh, you said okay. Got it.
That's what leave go middle Shawnee meant.
Or
I
die.
never go middle Shawnee, and I was like, oh, they figured out whatever was going on, and then I saw Shawnee taking like the right tower, and I was like, hold on a second.
I understood what you said wrong.
I understand the or die, Clay.
I tried to use less words to make it more better.
But I was missing a chunk of hit points, which meant I was going to die. There was no or if I'm missing any crumb of hit points.
Counter. Look away.
I was
Amber,
rude to put the eye right
How
there.
did you not get gazed?
Support?
Supports.
Oh.
Support's going out.
I'm
I
going
don't know why I
out.
went this way.
Knockback.
Bye bye.
I did it!
You did it.
That was perfect, Shalini. Your stagger was good too there. I can't get to the wall, I keep getting stunned.
That's the first time I had to go in.
Shaking things up a little.
Wait,
That
weren't
you need
you... You should have gone to Delta then, right? Amber?
Yeah.
I thought it was...
Saga's
the place-
Delta. Saga's Delta.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of the wrong things.
You didn't flex. That was my mistake. I was like, if you swapped and went to Charlie, clockwise from Charlie's Delta.
Yeah, it's only
was
the
about
meteor
to-
people that flex, so the
Yeah.
I was about to get blamed.
the
If I did
non-meteor
everything
they
correctly.
fix.
5 check.
Check your food too if you need to.
Oh, it's a 25% chance that you get to do meteors, but I guess they're fucking kicking it up a notch for you. Until now. Blue?
Based RNG.
Ha ha ha.
Dodge.
Oh god, I'm not gonna make that. Goodbye.
Oh, you're in the middle. Oh,
Well, I was already on Saga's side and I was like, I can't make it. I don't have a gap closer of any
Something
sort.
wrong
Alright, that's
there.
it. I'm going to go get the ninja gear.
That's not. I mean, what happened there? Was. Yeah, was.
I have 2 Shikuchis that could have crossed the whole field.
You would have had to go in a V shape first
We're-
of all.
Which
Which
one
would
you
not have
was
been easy.
I was there first.
Was. Okay,
We were
that's
there at
fine.
almost the same time, and then it was just fuck.
Okay,
You
you guys were heading in the same direction at that whole time, and neither of you moved.
If you're gonna pre-position on the wall, I suggest not pre-positioning east-west, like relative to Thornton dodge.
No one should be
Alright.
positioned on the wall. I assume you guys came there from the middle, right?
I had a whole campfire and everything. I was having a great time.
If you guys came from the middle and you were going the same direction and continued going the same direction, that's a problem. If you guys were already on the edge, then that's a secret problem.
Had squatters' rights on that pop party.
No, you don't, Red.
Red. Dodge.
I'll go left.
Or die. Counter. Supports. Supports are going out.
That's you went too early.
Yeah.
Did they place
you
the
want-
puddle in a bad place there? Amber?
Our puzzle was wrong.
Is that the Charlie puddle?
Yeah, Charlie
No.
was.
Yeah, on the
Oh.
alpha as well.
Oh. Okay.
What was wrong with Charlie?
I don't. Well, let me take
You
a
might
look
have to.
and
Yeah,
get
you need to
closer
move
in.
to the the edge of the marker.
I think
away
you guys were
Yeah,
too
it's the
inside.
edge
You want
of
to
the
be on the
marker.
outside edge of the marker.
Yeah, you
closer
wanna
to
be
the
on this
outside.
side.
You want to
Like,
stack on.
I suggest being like not touching the marker, but being next to the marker, but on that side. So like you should be. If I'm doing one, I'm gonna pull the boss if I get
No,
closer.
dude, don't.
I think I would stand here, like not touching the marker, but above the marker.
You can be on the edge of the marker. That's the closest you really want to be. Definitely do not be any closer than like the middle of the marker for sure. But I wouldn't really want to stand in the middle either. Trang recommends you stand on the outside edge of the marker. So stand on the outside edge of the marker. Any more than a halfway mark of space is not going to make much of a difference, but that much difference will mean a lot to the people who are in the center. Make sure that you let the ice ball hit you too before you start wiggling away. I don't know what happened to North, but it didn't sound good either.
I just moved too early.
Yeah, and let the thing hit you and then walk.
It's pretty big. Did you eclipse your entire tower?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she went like early.
Everything was ice.
Yeah, just remember you don't have to worry about the frostbite. If you already know what direction you're going on, you're never gonna pick up the frostbite. Pretty much have to be slow to get it.
Potato reaction time.
Just let the ice hit you and then you can go. Use it as your cue.
Red. Hunter.
Look away.
Supports.
Supports. Amber, you're right on top of me. It's perfect.
Oh, I'm in the wrong
Sports
fucking
out.
spot. Thank God.
That's not the button I wanted to press.
Knockback.
Knockback.
Yeah, seems the last meteors were very sad. It was close. Was it a bad pattern?
I had
I
less
think
than
it
a
was, yeah.
half circle.
I think it was the full curse.
You don't need a half circle. You can do it if it's like if this was my tower and your tower was at alpha, you have less than half a circle, but that's doable.
Yeah, no, her tower was at beta.
Yes, that's the full cursed. That's the one where you need to
To stagger and...
Oh, I
to
see.
stagger really heavily.
If your tower is not on alpha or south, then you can lean away from where you need to walk to give yourself a little bit more room. But in that situation, you do have a lot less room than you want, so you have to be extra careful.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
leaned. I was the rightmost in my tower, so that was the maximum amount of room I could give for whoever was coming around the opposite direction. Clockwise most in my tower.
Yeah, no, Sean, you placed your meteors very well. It was just you really had no room there. I think that, for what I can see from her meteor placements, she would have had to stagger it more than just like in the crack and on the bump, because that's what she did, and it was not enough room for her. She needed like another chunk of space. If it was normal curse, she would have been fine. I don't know. Well, I don't have really much advice for you because that's not really what we want to see happen.
I know.
To be
I know
honest.
there's a macro. Would you guys want something like that?
A macro to move.
There's like a forward stop macro that people use for this.
I don't really like that because it
What?
feels like it would give me less control. But if people
And
find
you
it
just have
useful,
to-
then
Guide yourself or something.
Can you go past your tower and then come back into it?
Yes, and then you can double back.
yes.
That time I ended my run like here, and I popped sprint to make it to the
Oh
tower.
my God.
I barely made it.
Yeah, Aaron had the opposite problem. Although at least his meteors were very easy and roomy to place.
Yeah, if it's the full curse, then I don't.
It's very difficult to do. You have to stop more than... You don't have like a good visual guide for where to stop. You basically just need to learn it if we're doing it like that way. The way we're doing the mechanic, you kind of just have to learn like where you would be moving and stopping. It's
That's when the staggering becomes very important.
Yeah, you probably would need to make like a bigger zigzag than just following the bumps. You would probably need to like make really big arcs or something to give yourself like
Yeah.
as much room as possible.
Start
You want a consistent way to do it.
counterclock. You have to start like counterclock in your tower when you very first drop the first meteor, and then go. Pretty cursed.
We
The
just
way
have to
that-
hope we don't get that pattern.
Yeah. I wish, Dodge. I wish Trang were here and we could ask, I wonder if how PF resolves the cursed pattern. Do they just sack the pulls with the cursed pattern, basically?
They might just do it. I think they would just do it.
They try.
I think they try. I would think they try.
Yeah, they try.
Purple?
Purple. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that. Just keep in mind you can't just do the bump stop. Ah!
Dodge.
Okay.
Oh. Hello?
Oh no!
Oh, she
I
did-
didn't have Benny! Just used my lilies. I didn't. You didn't. It didn't dawn on me that you had used sprint to get there, and so did not have transcendence for the stack. And I was like, okay.
Dodge. That was good movement there, Shalini, where if you get the marker, I think by default, if you just head away from Thornton, it makes things a lot easier. Because that should put you in a position to go to any of the spots, and you're not in the tank's way.
Purple.
Also, really good movement, Bjark.
Don't ask me what I did. I got lost.
I did
You got
notice,
lost,
but I
what
was
the-
like, eh, he's fine.
The movement there was smart, and it let you recover the mechanic even after you got lost. You just backed away from Thornton until you had a grasp of what the fuck was going on.
We were lucky
Oh
that no
no,
one
I
had
was
gone
just
south.
praying someone wasn't there.
Yeah, I was saying we were just lucky no one was already there.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
just
no, if there was. I saw you were going to an empty spot, and I was like, eh, he's fine. All is well with it.
Fuck.
Why?
I did not see the eye.
Robin K.
I got it.
DPS!
Oh, I did not.
Right, you get the meteor just to
Yeah.
say.
You guys
Sorry,
go!
wait, I
And
was doing a bit.
No! Mechanic! It's not fair! It's not fair! I don't even get to practice the mechanic because the freaking towers go off.
Imagine using
Oh.
no fail mode.
Entire ultimate would have a no fail mode. The whole last fight, no fail mode.
Dodge.
Would be nice.
And then
Yellow.
the forums and Twitter would endlessly light up and bitch forever about how they made ultimates way too easy.
Dodge.
You right? I got that blowjob, brothers. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so talking about how easy they are, we'll never cleared any of them.
You know, I know that people say, speaking of like easy ultimates or like perceptions of ultimates, that people are like, Uwu is basically like an extreme or savage. I don't think that's accurate. I don't know why people say that. I don't think it's true. Because I think none of the savages are paced like that. The
No.
fact that you have to do a gauntlet and that it's fast paced is not what savage and extremes are like, or what they're for, even, in the first place.
I mean, is Ooze fast-paced? I don't feel like
Fuck.
it.
You can't do the mechanics slowly. If you do
Yeah,
them
but the,
extreme or savage
the
speed, you
mechanics
die.
are like further apart. That's what I mean.
Shalini!
My camera was faced the wrong way.
Oh, I made such a
DPS.
bad
DPS.
waste.
See, all
Oh,
DPS
no.
are alive and you don't get it.
No!
Oh, it broke her.
Her
Yeah.
trust
I
ended.
didn't have any.
You made it to me. So I was like, wait, look at her go. She's a gamer, but then you ran it.
That was so
Obviously,
good.
because of the
I
stat.
didn't have any adders. Go.
Well, yeah, you just ran it. It was
Yeah.
cool until you died. Yeah, there's no way that if you play at the speed of a savage and expect the mechanics and ultimate to forgive you, you're going to be stuck on Garuda forever. It's literally not paced as slowly as Savage, or well, it's paced faster, I guess. Saying it as slowly as
They do.
maybe-
They do more interesting thing with the movement in Ultimate. So
Yeah,
much in
which-
Savage, you're just sitting on your ass doing nothing. Whereas Garuda, when you're sitting on your ass doing nothing, you're waiting for like you have to be in this somewhat specific formation where you dodge. And then have
Just the feather rain.
Yeah,
I like the
you don't
I like the
feather
dramatic.
rain.
I like the dramatic pause.
Yeah, but the
Right.
argument of like there's 40 steps on Garuda. If you took like Athena 2 and made it into a pace spin, it would be probably like 200 or 300 steps.
Yellow.
Hello?
Yellow.
Well, it's not just about the steps. I mean, the pace between like when things happen and how fast you're expected to execute them is generally faster in Ultimate, even in Uwu, compared to Extreme and Savage, most of them at least. Where am I going? Yeah, it's also not the
Right.
same amount of time that you're squeezing that level of, like, that much stuff in. That's also true.
My thought process.
Yeah.
My thought process is that as soon as there was a second ultimate, there had to be an easiest one, and people discredit things that are easy.
This is true. I do agree with you, your point there.
Yeah,
There's
but I would
always
say
going
They,
to
they
be-
haven't played enough EXs and Savages and like actually thought about the pace and like the mechanics if they think that Uwu is on the tier of an Extreme and Savage. It's just not true.
It's definitely not
Average.
an extreme, that's for sure.
Yo, go away! Counter! Why do you hate Amber?
But we keep getting pushed away by the healers, moving fucking 3 steps away every single pool. And then the tanks are on the other
DPS,
side.
DPS.
I need a friend.
Alright, Kate, am I clockwise or counterclockwise?
counter
Yeah,
because it's
yeah,
DPS.
Okay, thank you. Spook me sometimes.
Knockback, knockback, knockback. We did it!
I'm in the middle of the pathetic game. Where am I going?
Yeah, that's exactly what was
Yeah.
happening.
Clockwise prio for me to roll.
Counter, because it's DPS, which was not
What?
What?
Caitlyn.
Oh, I thought Saga was asking where I was going,
Behind.
which would then tell her where she was going.
That was not how I
You know
heard the
what?
question.
We figured it out, and that's what's important.
I'm just,
We
it
did it
doesn't
right.
matter. I just want to clarify. MIDI. Focus.
No can do, boss, unless you want to give me some Adderall.
Breathe.
I got 5 hits.
Out.
Out.
Out. In.
In.
I didn't go.
Out. Out. In.
Get off.
1. Remember, look at north. Look at north. Look at north.
Dragonlance.
Position
Go to your
yourself.
spots.
Position yourself. Towers.
Easy towers.
Oh, never mind. Oh god.
Get out of here.
Okay, remember, ranged are doing gear scoggles.
Yeah.
If you're a melee, don't get in the fucking way. Go east-west.
That's what I got, Mick.
Rip it and rip it.
Well, I died in the middle of that, and you
fucked up
cannot.
completely.
You
I-
cannot get like a damage down or a death really in this phase
Yeah.
even.
Eh.
We had
Okay.
multiple damage downs.
That's okay.
so-
That
Those
good
are
towers.
good. Those are
No, I
good.
mean,
that was good.
I know everyone stayed in
That was my
place.
fault. I didn't know there was a bait after that. Honestly, I
There is.
forgot.
There's a bait after all
Yeah, I
the towers in
forgot
this phase.
about
It's the
it.
same as the other ones. Remember, the ranged are doing the bait. The melee are going to come east-west. Or I don't know if the tanks also move east-west. I know the melee DPS will want to come in east-west, so we're out of the way of the tanks.
That's fine. I can go south then.
Oh, the point is that the melee should be like on the cardinals, out of the way of the towers. Yes, the tether one would not.
Wait, the tether one doesn't?
Well, it's got a tether. Yeah, he's got a tether thing.
Okay, because I was fighting with you for the tether, which was on our spot. What? Okay.
I got the one in the middle. I don't know where the other.
I had the
is.
one. I had the tether, but I could have sworn I never moved from the spot that we took the initial towers in. But there was a tether there. That was the tether.
Is that so? So there is a bait and a tether? Is that what you mean? Are you counting down? If that's the case, then yeah, I guess you have to do the bait.
I mean, he
Everyone-
looked at you because you had the tether.
That.
Yes, I was trying to rip it from you. I was fighting you for it. No, dog.
No. The tanks have to collect them.
I was clipping inside of you trying to get it.
Mine. I told you I baited it wrong.
Hey.
Now we know that the ranged are doing the baits, and then when you're done doing the baits, come back east-west if you're not a tank. The tanks will be busy. Yellow?
Hello.
If
Yeah,
you are
they-
north-south, then you're going to die because they're taking the tank buster, and it's a circle.
That's not fun.
No! Unlucky. That's karma, I guess. That's true. That's not very nice.
DR's like, move out.
You hate us.
Oh, right. For the fucking pre-positioning before we do the limit cut stuff, also there's gonna be a vibe check. Don't forget our vibe check, hahaha! Just fucking put the healer south so that the ranged DPS can go on, like, west, or,
That
yeah,
was
west.
what was going on at
Yeah,
first, and they
we're
keep
going
shifting
around
away.
onto the intercards. The tanks are north, we have to let's position around the tanks so that everyone can clearly see their partner.
The tanks aren't north.
The tanks are north.
They're northwest.
Yeah.
Blue.
Blue. Okay, in that case, never mind.
Yeah,
Just
we're
do-
literally
do-
trying
do-
to
why don't
figure
we
out
just
a
do whatever the
spell.
fuck we want and everyone can just die? I changed my mind. I only care about Saga and I now. No one's stepping on our toes. You guys can figure it out whatever, wherever you want.
We do everything right, Kite. That's what matters.
I don't really care as long as no one's standing on Saga. And me.
Kate
On
bros
it.
for life.
Like, you can stand next to each other if you really want to, just as long as everyone can see their partner. Like, don't stand on top of anyone, and that's, like, number one. But really, giving everyone the ample room to see their partner is ideal. Well, you can do whatever you want. If you don't get yelled at, you probably did the mechanic correctly.
Counter.
Look away. DPS? Where am I going? Oh, you had one too!
I need
I'm
to
sorry,
put
I
you
didn't
on.
see someone moving south at all. I was like, where's the other one?
Do we do it?
Did you make it? Ah!
I made it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Before, when we had to do the rotate, I saw someone, like, south immediately, but that time it was all fucked up.
Yeah, no, it's alright. I thought the priority was clockwise. So we went
It is
clockwise.
clockwise.
It is clockwise.
You didn't go clockwise.
I was going, and then
I
you
went back
there,
to the
and you
middle
were
because
going,
I was confused. And I couldn't even see the other meteor marker because you were still in your spot, and I was like, not
You were
sure.
chilling there for a while. I
But
was
then
like,
you tried to come to my spot, and I was like, no, hold on. Now I see that it's Saga. I know where Saga has to go. It's not here.
I'm just wondering what happened in the middle.
You probably put your ice pedal too far into the middle or something because you were slow getting back to where you needed to go all the way on the outside of south or whatever.
I think my ice pedal was fine.
In that case, I don't know.
I like skin of my teeth made it, but I made it.
Well, the snapshot isn't when it drops. Well, unless it dropped in the right place anyway, I don't know.
Blue. No, not blue.
Yellow.
Yellow.
I
They're always hiding behind him somewhere. Unseen.
Alright. Glad we could come to a civil agreement about who goes where.
always easier if we get there at slightly different times or at the around the same time rather than like anything that's too weirdly staggered. Because if someone's there first, you're like, oh, okay, they're already in the middle. Nice.
They call dibs.
Yeah, I think you want 2 people going at the same time, but not too much more. 3 is annoying.
Counter.
Look away.
Almost ran into the wall.
Don't do that.
DPS!
Yes, you're going out.
It's a mega cursed for me.
No!
You can do it, I believe. Knockback.
No.
That's
No, it was
you were
so close. That was
You were
so
close.
close. It was a good attempt.
In that case, we actually could have done North Swap, like North Swap Prio, for you to the meteor to go intercard, but I didn't call it. I'm sorry. I was too focused on my own meteor. if we want for the cursed stuff and someone sees it, we can certainly try that.
Yeah, I
Or
saw it
Oh.
as I was going for my tower.
we could alternatively also try to practice super cursed pattern. But
Yeah, I
it's not.
tried,
It's
but-
not easy. It's not easy.
Calling for someone to swap is, I think, the easiest way to do it. But we have to see it in advance. I wasn't looking
Yeah,
for
you
it.
do have to see it pretty early, unfortunately, because otherwise there's no time for them to soak the opposite towers.
Yeah. It's
It could be. We could say north swap.
in the situation where there are two. Let's say that alpha. Hold on. Dodge.
It was, like, it wasn't on alpha, so that's why it was it was cursed, because it was
Alpha had two. It had two
yeah.
Towers, one on the left
neither
and
of
one
them
on the
was on
right.
alpha.
And
Yeah.
Bjark went to the right one, which caused
'Cause
it
it's
to be
cryo.
cursed.
Yep.
But if you went to the left one, it would have been
It
fine.
would have been normal.
So the
So we could
swap
have called
is
north
those
swap. Yellow?
Yellow.
yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could
then
not
you
be
just
good.
you just have the people soak the opposite towers, and it works. But you have to
Holy
notice.
Hell, Bjork.
Yeah, I
You-
picked up the angle.
That's the benefit of being in comms.
Yeah, we're.
We can do those evil cheats if we want to.
I could not see anything. That
Oh, you were so close.
It was close.
Yeah, I fucked up the angle of my dash.
You literally sniped me. I was like, okay, well.
Yeah, I'm reading the guidance and they're literally telling me get used to cheesing that shit with them, with N11 for P5.
I think I'll just start crying instead.
They
Well,
made it
there-
unforgiving enough the first time. It's not. It would feel pretty awful if they made it like harder a
It
second
is.
time.
There is meteors, but it's a different version of meteors.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
do that
nothing.
same
It
kind of
doesn't
thing.
have
It's like,
towers.
it's
Yeah.
The towers.
towers
are
is
hard.
what it is arguably the deadliest part, honestly, because you have to do 2 sets, which means people have to be alive that whole time.
Blue?
Blue.
Blue. I think there
That's-
is another towers mechanic, but it's not. It doesn't happen with the meteors. Yeah. There's no meteors too.
Electric Boogaloo. How King Thornton got his groove back.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yep.
I only saw as far as Tren got in PF, so everything else is a mystery to me.
You saw basically the end. The double dragons. That's the penultimate phase.
Oh, I didn't see the last phase. I didn't get to see extra players. Whatever.
Last phase is the victory lap.
Go away.
Counter.
Goodbye, Kite.
Bye bye.
Wait,
Ports.
yeah.
Pattern's fine.
Bjork. Oh,
I fucked up.
Huh?
At
Oh, did you
first
go to
I
the
thought,
wrong
wait,
one?
are we switching? And but then you didn't say anything, so I was like,
Yeah. Well, I'm so not used to not being Theo.
The good thing is when you get the hang of it, it'll be very easy because you only have to go worry about one thing.
Come on, 15 more minutes, people. Let's go see Nidstinian again. Let's go say hi to everybody's favorite guy.
Well, from the amount of the fight that I did see, Nidstinian was easily the best. No offense to every other phase. Eyes was not as
What
cool
about
as
the
Nistinian.
dragons?
I mean, everyone says that
check
Nistinian is the
But
best.
the dragons
phase.
don't really do anything.
Really?
Like when I don't know. When I was watching Trang, I didn't see them do anything very cool compared to Nistinian, who's like. That's not nearly as cool as all the dives happening in quick succession. And then first triple baits, and then the other side of dives, blah blah blah. Red.
I mean, it's pretty much your favorite mechanic, which is look at the animation of the boss to figure out if it's close or near, close or far. It's literally that, the whole phase.
I'll go.
Okay, I was gonna go through because I didn't want to take the tether.
Don't worry about it, baby girl.
I had a plan. Thank you, though.
It's okay. I was already ready. I saw you in the middle for a moment like a lost little lamb, and I was like, I'm just gonna fucking adjust. I was scared. But you made it, thankfully.
Messages are off.
We both made it, that's what matters.
Time to run into Kite.
You can have 5 of us before he disappears if you want. High 5.
Counter.
Not that way. To silly me.
Hi, Saga.
Heal.
And
Saga,
you, I got her. If it's DPS, don't come to Charlie. Don't come to Charlie.
I think it's fucked up, probably. Huh?
Yeah, it's
Fine.
Omega Cast.
Oh, it is cursed, but Amber, this is all you.
I may have pressed it too early. God. Oh no, I didn't.
It was close. That was pretty bad.
You right?
It's really hard. Yeah, I tried.
You were doing really. There was around your 3rd and 4th drops where there was a big space from around like 2 to 3. That was where you needed to gain a little bit more.
I mean,
You were
I'm
close,
looking
though.
back at the footage. I don't know if I would say it's a very big
on
space.
spot, I
That's
only
not.
had one tour on
It's
my
pretty-
side.
That was a pretty good attempt.
Yeah, it was do it or die.
Yeah,
It
that was a good
close.
example
I don't
of
really think you had a lot of room looking at the replay.
dodge.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah,
We're
it's
close.
fine.
No, you were
Next time
close.
you'll do it a
You
little
really
bit
had like,
better.
no. I don't really think you had much extra room.
Red.
Red.
I think that was the Omega cursed one where you can't flex at all and you have to do it or die.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Meteors is probably the most over-designed mechanic in this fight.
It's very
Well-
unforgiving, so doing it twice would have not been good.
They want you to do this second flex where if it's fucked up north-south, they want you to play around east-west.
Yeah, I think so too.
Which,
It's true
That's a
that it would
lot
be
of
harder
extra.
in Party Finder, but in theory, if people learned it then and looked for it, then yeah, they could do it. It's not unfeasible, but it's true that making people like randos do that consistently is not really like.
I think the real problem is that sometimes it's not that cursed. Like, if you can do the, just swapping the tower priority for one set of people. Counter.
Oh my god, what am I?
I don't know,
My
but you
brain-
scared me. I was like, oh, where's my buddy?
We're missing some mitigation. My brain just shut off.
There's
I have two,
Oh my
so
We survived.
Whatever.
Amber was supposed to be the other one.
Supports. Supports out.
Yeah, I had to.
Knockback.
Doc?
Oh my. It's not the Omega
Oh,
Cut
no!
one.
No.
Yeah, that was the north swap.
That
I mean,
was
if we
bullshit,
swap
Ty.
north, south would have had the same pattern then.
Yeah, if it's
But
like
either
that,
one or
then,
the other
then the
one.
person who has less space has to do the stagger step, stutter step,
Because
whatever.
it was dead center here.
It was. It
No,
was
it's
not
dead
dead center. It was right here. It was.
If that's the case, then
This was the
Uh,
only south tower. Was the one right here.
Oh, I thought I
in that
saw
case
it.
it would have been
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little easier to see from north and south. If you're on the edges, it's not as easy to see.
If there's ever a tower north-south, like anywhere, then it's not Omega cursed, and it should be fine to just do it north.
Yeah.
If you ever see it north-south.
I thought it was just not so cursed, but still a bit cursed.
No, it was definitely cursed. We needed the north-south priority swap. I thought about it, but I wasn't sure in the moment. Dodge. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
from
true.
afar, I thought it was.
I'm remembering what it looks like now. I
I can
had to.
tell you from west, it is not that easy to tell because
Yeah.
you just don't have that straight angle. It's not great to
Yes.
look at it from there.
I'll get better. I knew something was fishy, but it just took me too long. I have to do the mechanic in my head instead of
Red. We'll get
Now
better
I
at
just
it.
know that if there's the towers there and the things are over there, then just not first. Be argue we're channeling all the energy in the universe there.
Stop to smell the roses.
I know that's so much information. I'm just getting lost on that mechanic.
I can see B-Arc blue screening before my eyes.
I can confirm the third knight does not have a ponytail, so if you get really good at looking at the ponytails, that's way better than looking at the whole figure, because two of the knights are in black armor. That's actually unironically what worked for me, so it could help you too. The ponytails are very easy to spot because they're fucking huge.
Counter. Ports. It's clean.
Knockback.
Knock.
Excellent. Remember your MIDI.
Yeah, tech is right here for me.
Okay, I buffed a little bit later, so they are lined up pretty nicer, I think.
Yeah, but you have a longer one, so it's easier.
Yeah, yours is fine. I wouldn't worry about steering.
Behind.
What the fuck noise was that?
Behind.
What? Went bagok like a chicken.
Big MIDI. Three. In and out. In. Out.
Out then in.
Remember to stack. Out. In.
Ugh, what am I doing? I'm wrong. It's
I
fine.
don't know.
I
Watch for
Recover?
Draken, watch for autos.
Dragonland. Get out of the way.
nothing I can do. Literally nothing I can do.
Hefty tower. Missing out on melee.
That was me.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I got.
Remember,
I got
after the
mine.
Dragonlance, you need to find your spot.
Yeah,
I was
you
at
want to
my
be in your
spot.
spot before the towers go up, and
No,
then
I
you want
was-
to right away see if your spot has one.
I was
in
in
that
my
case,
spot,
melees have to
and
move.
and there was one. Me. I didn't see the captain come
Oh,
right at
okay.
me.
Yeah, no. If in that
Even
situation,
even in that
you can't
situation,
flex.
you have
Yeah,
to go.
you have to do your mechanic, and I think Kate was resing, so she couldn't really be there. For
No, I was in
fine.
there.
Oh,
I
never
was
mind.
in there.
You
Wait,
got
were you
there.
inside
You
that?
got there like right at
Yes.
the last second.
I literally got hit by the Dragonlance. I walked right in.
It doesn't matter. You're never
Time to
staying.
clean it
Yeah,
out,
I know. I just.
We don't have time.
Uh,
Is that what
No,
you said, Bjork?
well, it's for.
wait,
minutes.
maybe we can. We can see.
Oh, yeah, at
I
least
think we can.
practice.
It's
See the
not gonna be
beginning.
until the end. Yeah,
Or at least practice strength and all that.
we need like 4.5 at least. To
1.5
see,
is like
most
the
of-
end of.
At
It's like
least
the
practice.
end of Dive from Heaven. Or
Never
whatever the
mind. I
name
guess
is.
it's 5 then.
We wiped at 440.
Yeah, and then 5.
Oh. If we whipped up 440, then it's not. We're not even gonna see the end of the mechanic.
No, we're not.
Let's just fucking.
Well, how do we feel about continuing? Because we have like 13 minutes from our usual time.
Well, we started late. We started at like 5:30 instead of 4. And this is the best day, I think. If nobody has anything they need to do, this is the day that we would go
And
later.
I will
than
be
normal.
right back just to grab a soda.
I have a question.
Question?
Would people be able to do later on Sunday instead of today, or would people prefer to do later today?
I would honestly rather go later Sunday than go super late today.
Does anyone else have a preference?
We need to ask Saga.
Nobody. If nobody cares, then we can do Sunday. People would rather do Sunday.
You start a little early Sunday and then get more time. Oh, that's a as soon as Saga's back question. Yeah. What do you mean? That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. Let me double check.
Shalini and Caitlin both would rather go later Sunday than today. Nobody else has expressed any preference. So, if
Pretty
you can
sure
go
I
later-
work Monday, but I don't think it's actually as early as I've been working, so I think it works out.
It can't be earlier than my job. I don't believe it.
6 a.m.
They have to be there? Or wake up?
Yeah. They have to be there. They have to wake up at
Okay.
like 5:30.
Okay, never mind. I have to be at work at 7. So. Because I have to wake up at 6 anyways.
But also, I think you work later than I do because I got off at 2.
I get off at 2:20 unless I have private tutoring, which usually ends at 7:30 at night. So I usually do work 12-hour days.
Okay, I work at 8 a.m. Monday. I'm good.
Can we? And then the follow-up question was, can we start a little earlier Sunday and get more time in?
Yeah, that should be fine. I don't work at all.
When can we start? Yeah.
Like, what, an hour would be good? An hour, it's, I guess, Shalini.
That should be fine. I just, for some, my brain was like 4 p.m. Yeah, 7 should be fine, I think.
4 p.m. 4 p.m. PST,
I don't know
but no longer
why-
on PST.
I suddenly went back. Yes.
You're
7
west
should be
brained.
fine.
It's terminal. I'm sorry.
Literally
Mhm.
terrible.
It's okay.
So-
One of these days, I'm gonna be late for raid because I think Central Time, and I'm like, oh, I got like 2 hours.
Well, all of us will start going saga, saga, saga.
I'll have a bunch of cats meowing outside my window.
Basic. But yeah,
Are we
so-
continuing? I got up.
It sounds like we're not continuing.
Okay.
Okay.
7 p.m. Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, you can definitely do like a half hour and be fine.
Yeah.
If
We
we are
definitely-
starting earlier and going later, I recommend that everyone who has the ability to eat beforehand, because people are gonna be dying mid-raid when we get to like our normal point of people dying, which is 2.5 hours in. If you can, then try
We
to
can
eat
take-
beforehand.
Yeah, we can take like a
If you
small.
can't, then too bad, I guess.
Yeah, we could take
We'll have a
breaks,
break
but
in the
we don't
middle,
want to
but-
take half an hour break for people to start making fucking
Yeah.
enchiladas or something.
Oh, I'm just
Whatever
saying,
you
like
can,
10-minute
if you can
break.
eat or prepare anything beforehand, then I would recommend it. Yeah.
Exactly.
If you can't, then it's okay, as you can't.
It's all yours.
I also recommend looking over the eyes diagram if you
Yeah.
haven't yet. It's very it's a lot of words, but in context it's very simple. And just knowing, like, read through it and then have a general idea and then come back with questions, and then we can go over it as a group and smooth out any thing. I think we can easily make it to eyes, and if we see eyes a couple times, I think we could easily clear eyes and see the next phase.
Yeah, because the next thing is after eyes is the rewind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so we have to like do like save bursts for the era, right?
For the what? Yeah, you should be pumping during the eyes phase. You should pump during every phase. basically.
No, I mean, like, don't pump on Sherbert. You pump on the spear killing horse chiffon.
Probably.
Yes.
I mean, it depends. It's like a 60, or no, maybe not 60 seconds, but it's gonna take like 35 seconds to kill him or whatever before you actually get to target the spear, so. Yeah, you're not gonna get a whole burst window out on the
If
spear.
you only have
Okay.
5 UCDs on the sphere, then there's not that much that we're
Yeah,
gonna be able to
okay.
do.
We'll figure it out. We'll fuck that bridge when we get to it.
Just come a little bit prepared, and then we can talk about it, and then we'll hopefully be able to get past next time.
I just think that the later it gets, it's gonna get very unproductive quickly.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
It starts going a little downhill, starting at 10:30. Pretty much.
I mean, that's fine or whatever, but we went pretty late on T days, and we definitely need to be doing more than one lockout per day if we're going to actually see the end of this, because we only did one lockout.
Yeah. No, I agree. Party fighter.
That's true. The simulator is worth more than its equivalent because we don't have to do the stuff before the simulator to practice that mechanic.
Yeah, so it's not like we weren't in raid, right? Like we did one lockout plus like 30 minutes of sim. So 2.5 hours of
We did
just
20 minutes of sim.
Yeah, we
Not
did
even
one.
20 minutes. It was like 15.
the sim at all.
Yeah, I mean, mainly we were dying to meteors. It wasn't even the...
We got a lot of cursed patterns.
Yeah.
It's fine. That one. At least we know what we're doing for the most part, so it's just a matter of, like, sadly, just recognizing and cleaning that shit up.
The problem with double curse pattern is that every individual who wants to be able to do it has to get it like more than 2-3 times if they want to be able to clear it.
Yeah.
No way you're doing it in 1 or 2 tries, like, and then clearing it perfectly.
Yeah.
And that means every single person who could get a meteor has to get that pattern and be able to practice it at least like 2-3 times minimum to be able to do it. And that's just not happening realistically. Like within the course of the day. It'd be nice if we had some other way to practice it, but
Good night.
does the other simulator that whoever sent